One of the great things about having a book club like this is that we live in an age where it can be done virtually. So it's a multi-layered experience because it's a national experience, because people are engaged all across the country, and that can only be a benefit because it brings together people who wouldn't normally have that opportunity, and that's fantastic. And that's been predominantly done through the Twitter feed and through using hashtag SWBK.
I think it allows them to connect with a wide range of people. It allows them to facilitate friendships with people from other professions and also from the same profession that they hope to go into. And it also lets them apply what they learn in the classroom to theory as well, so they can look at the characters and apply what they've learned, especially in social work, how they would help the character using what they've learned in the classroom.
Book clubs in social work education, well, it's a national project. Some people may know about it and some people may not. It's also a part of UCLan Student Engagement Week. So we have various people, it's not just social work, which is quite nice for us to have different disciplines here. We've got library, we've got education, psychology, help me out. Who else have we got? Social work, of course. We've got Claire from a theatre company in Preston, who we're hoping to work with soon as well. We've got students from the first years, BA programme, MAs. Yeah, we've got MAs. We've got students from our Step Up programme as well, which is a new programme to the school, education colleagues. So it's really exciting to have that mix, really. We've got founder members of Book Club like Becky, who you'll probably know from Twitter as Becky. So Becky's been in Book Club since the start, really. We've got Sue, who's graduated from the School of Social Work as well. And we've got Leanne McGovern, and Leanne kind of has been in book group since she was a student and now is a qualified practitioner and has stayed with Book Club and trains all these tweets. We haven't all explained that in a minute across the UK. We are here in this physical space, but out there in the ether there are around 900, 950 followers to Book Club. So it's just getting bigger and bigger and more unmanageable all of the time, but there's something quite nice about that because it teaches us about uncertainty and chaos, actually. So it feels really calm, and you know, I'm standing here thinking, yeah, this is all going well, but goodness knows what is actually occurring. It may feel very calm, but I don't know what's going on on the ether there. There are 6 other university book groups involved. We've got, somebody will probably have to help me out with this because I always forget, we've got Glasgow, we've got Lancaster, we have got Queen's University in Belfast on board this, and I'm really pleased about that. I'm sure you can listen to my accent and know why that might be the case. We have got Bradford, who are new to Book Club this time around, and some new student tweets there as well, and they'll be there working in their book groups. And what normally happens is I'll just outline some of the processes. We've also got Lisa Cherry with us, and Lisa, we're absolutely delighted to have you at the School of Social Work and UCLan actually as part of Engagement Week as well. It's a big thing for us. So thank you for making the journey.
Thank you for asking.
And being here with us. And in a second, Lisa's going to read from her book. And hopefully by that stage, Mark will have sorted that bit out. And all the book groups then will listen in to Lisa reading from her book. And then we'll all have our own set of discussions, and we'll feed this Twitter fold here. So anybody that tweets using the hashtag, it'll be captured on here. And that's how the conversations connect then with the wider social work groups out there.
The book club, particularly for social work practice, is incredibly useful because it offers an opportunity to explore things in a very meaningful way. My writing is very much about bridging the gap between theory and practice, and I think the book group really adds a dimension and a layer to that and enables social workers to explore more meaningful aspects of social work practice itself in a very safe way and with a whole cohort of people they wouldn't normally get the opportunity to do that with. It's just a piece of me that I was prepared to share with you, and I think that's really important to say that it's just a little piece of my understanding, and actually some of the things that I'm going to read now have changed because I've grown in that process of writing it and have changed certain things, which I'll explore and explain to you later on, because I think that's quite interesting because I hadn't anticipated that. All that happened in that first 6 months was that my teenage anger became firmly rooted, leaving me with no desire to speak to my mother again. Prior to leaving, the rows had become more violent and nothing would have changed as no work was ever done to try and change anything. I suspect this is one of the reasons why I believe I have to hold social services accountable to some degree. I arrived in care with all of these difficult, unanswered questions, fueled by emotional starvation. The system did not help me try and improve things, make anything better, help me heal and grow and thrive. It gave me the experience of care in the 1980s, which was swiftly followed by the inevitable bout of homelessness and all of the risks and damage and pain that accompanied the whole experience. I couldn't help feeling that it was somehow all a bit of an accident. A series of events where no one tried to intervene. Events that I should never have taken part in. I have never seen my files, so I will never know whether my recollection is correct. I have never had the desire to read emotionless statements and perceptions from the myriad of different social workers I had during my 4-year care experience. But I remember that day, the day I became a child in care.
Are you still angry about your experiences?
No, not at all. And I think what's really interesting about reading that passage is that I move in between the me now and the child really quite fluidly. And all the anger is very much at that time.
Yeah.
And being angry about it isn't something that I carry now at all and haven't done for a long time. So please, don't.
I think it's hard. Yeah, I think it's interesting because when you read it, you are back in that time with you, I think, and that's where you sort of commented on the book, if you will, you know what I mean. So I'm not saying you are angry about it. You know.
No, but I felt that while I was reading it because I haven't read that piece out loud that way, and I felt like I'd gone into child.
Yes.
And that was part of what I needed to do in the book, to explain, because the book for me is about how it felt. So I'm trying to describe that, so I have to step into the child, I think.
Well, I think there's a lot of benefits, particularly this time because we brought students from all different disciplines together, and it's great for them to be able to talk to the author directly and to get that kind of collegiate learning experience.
I think it's really useful for students to read wider, first of all, outside of textbooks, but then it's also useful to have discussions with other people. So other people from other departments that were here tonight, other schools, it's interesting to have that kind of cross-fertilisation of discussion.
Well, I think it's quite an exciting opportunity. It's not something that you find in every university across the Northwest or across the UK. It's a great opportunity to meet authors. It's a great opportunity to discuss books and to share your opinions with like-minded people. It's a great opportunity to meet academics that you often don't get the opportunity to meet.
I think for any student thinking about joining a book club like this, I would say go for it, because it's an addition. It's a rich addition to the reading that you're already doing, the work that you're already doing, and it's for free in that sense, which is brilliant.
Definitely encourage them to get involved. I think it's extremely easy to get involved, especially with the Twitter links. The Social Work Book Club is very active on Twitter. There's always something to get involved in, and it's a really good social event as well. I mean, this is the first book club I've attended. There's loads of people here. I've spoken to people that I probably would never have spoken to if I hadn't have come to this. I think it's a really good way for students to make connections and meet like-minded people.
I would say get involved. It's a really, really good chance to get to discuss situations with other people. It's a really interesting way to have a new take on the sort of learning that you've had already in the classroom, and it's just really good fun. Do it.